Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that pass, a big one for Matt Stafford, folks. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards. Just the 12th ever NFL quarterback to do that. The former #1 pick in 2009 out of Georgia. Been so durable, so dependable in his career. And what a mark for Matt Stafford.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's got it, and I think the ball's out.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, go ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid. Return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 50, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. He's still on his feet. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
It's the score, 7. Texans
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Alert! It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple more times?
Second and goal from the 1. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, a 5-yard touchdown.
touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Smith on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
7-7, our score after 1. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority
1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Irv Smith Jr., 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
Eckler, they run left side.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
It's Eckler again. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hey, hey.
Play action. It's Smith. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Rondale Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit it.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
This is a counter play. Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Back to 60. 1 yard gain brings us back to 60. Go 65, 65. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing is Smith. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
53, ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28.
64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Deontay Johnson, 28 yards. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Drill right, 22.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready. Check.
On the give, this is Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check it. All right. Warriors, 70, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Cup 19, Cup Mustang 19.
Now Gino. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Colts 49, Texans 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Colts 56, Texans 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
70 Ranger.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Colts. CeeDee Lamb with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Texans take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put the...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Stafford. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They'll run here with Eckler. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Ready? Hurry, hurry!
On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
This looks like a free play for Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get...
Set. 22.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford.
And that's complete to Trey McKitty, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Cooper Kupp
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Stafford. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 23 yards on the play.
Seven Pirates.
Now Gino on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. A big play there for Andy. 41 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Henry running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 2nd and 16. Stafford, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Colts, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season.